IKEA mom dresser. On February 14, 2014, a 23-month-old boy named Camden Ellis climbed on the drawers of an IKEA mom dresser in his bedroom in Snohomish, Washington. The dresser tipped over and pinned him to the floor. He died at the scene. 2 months later, a 2-year-old named Curran Collis was found in the same position in his bedroom in Westchester, Pennsylvania. He also died. Then a 22-month-old in Apple Valley, Minnesota, in February 2016. Then a 2-year-old in Buena Park, California, in May 2017. The Malem dresser fails a basic industry stability test that requires dressers taller than 30 inches to remain upright with a 50-pound weight on an open drawer. IKEA did not participate in the voluntary industry testing program. After the deaths began accumulating, the company's position was that the accidents were the fault of parents who had not anchored the dressers to walls. The anchoring hardware was in the box but not in the assembly instructions. IKEA issued a recall of 29 million dressers in June 2016. At least 8 children were dead by then. But Joseph Dudek, 2 years old, died in May 2017 in Buena Park, trapped under a 3-drawer Malm chest his parents had bought in 2008. The Dudeks were members of IKEA's loyalty program. IKEA had their purchase records, their contact details, and their email address on file. They never received a recall notice. IKEA settled with the Dudek family for $46 million in 2020, believed to be the largest wrongful death settlement for a child in United States history. In 2016, the company had already settled with 3 other families for a combined $50 million. That settlement was finalized 5 months before Joseph died. Portable generators. After Hurricane Laura made landfall in Louisiana in August 2020, officials counted the dead. 15 people were killed by the storm. 8 of those 15 did not die from wind, flooding, or collapse. They died from carbon monoxide poisoning after running portable generators in attached garages. The generators killed more people than the hurricane. This pattern repeats after every major storm. After Hurricane Irma in 2017, generator carbon monoxide caused 16 deaths while the storm itself caused 11. After Hurricane Ida in 2021, 6 Louisiana deaths were generator-linked. After the Texas winter freeze in February 2021, generators accounted for more than half of all confirmed carbon monoxide deaths during the outage. A single family of 5 in Lake Charles died after running a generator in an attached garage with the door slightly open. The gap was not enough. Carbon monoxide is colorless, odorless, and invisible. At high concentration, it causes loss of consciousness before any warning symptoms develop. People sleeping near a running generator in an enclosed space can die without waking. The CPSC estimates 85 to 100 Americans die from portable generator carbon monoxide poisoning every year, and says even that figure is an undercount due to incomplete reporting requirements. A technology called a carbon monoxide shutoff sensor automatically kills a generator's engine when CO levels rise to a dangerous level nearby. It is estimated to reduce deaths by up to 87%. The generator industry spent years resisting CPSC attempts to mandate it, proposing voluntary adoption instead. As of 2024, no federal rule requires the shutoff feature on all new generators. Meanwhile, climate change produces more severe storms each year, more power outages, and more generators running in garages while families sleep nearby. Every season, officials issue the same reminder. Every season, people run generators in enclosed spaces, and every season more people survive the storm and die from the appliance they bought to protect themselves. Peloton Tread Plus. In early 2021, a 6-year-old child was pulled under the rear roller of a Peloton Tread Plus treadmill and killed. The rear gap of the Tread Plus sits higher off the floor than most treadmills, creating clearance for small children to be drawn beneath the moving belt. CPSC investigators had documented 39 incidents, 29 involving children with injuries ranging from third-degree burns to broken bones to a brain injury. Home security footage released by the agency showed a small child being pulled under the machine while a parent ran on it, demonstrating the hazard could not be avoided simply by supervising children nearby. On April 17, 2021, the CPSC issued an urgent public warning. Stop using the product immediately if children are in the home. Peloton's official response was to call the warning inaccurate and misleading. The company issued a public statement denying the severity of the hazard and said its product met all applicable safety standards. It refused to issue a recall. 3 weeks later, with federal regulators threatening mandatory action, Peloton reversed course. CEO John Foley issued a public apology and recalled 125,000 units. He acknowledged that Peloton had made a mistake in its initial response. Over the following 2 years, an additional 279 incidents were reported, even after the recall was announced, bringing the total count to over 350. The CPSC had issued its warning. The company had called it inaccurate. A child was already dead when both things happened. Samsung top-load washing machines. In 2016, Samsung was the world's largest smartphone manufacturer. It was also the year the Galaxy Note 7 battery exploded in consumers' hands, forcing a recall of nearly 2 million phones. 7 weeks later, Samsung announced another recall, the washing machines. Since at least 2011, Samsung top-loading machines had been failing in a specific way. The drum would lose balance during high-speed spin cycles, generating violent vibrations that launched the lid off the chassis. Consumers described the sound as a bomb going off. One Texas woman filed a lawsuit stating her machine exploded with enough force to penetrate the interior wall of her garage. Another consumer said the noise led her to initially believe something had crashed through her roof. Samsung had received 733 reports of lids detaching or machines vibrating violently before the recall. 9 formal injuries had been documented: a broken jaw, a fractured shoulder, impact lacerations. 2.8 million machines across 34 models were recalled. Consumers were advised to use only the delicate cycle until a repair was arranged, because the delicate cycle's lower spin speed reduced the probability of the lid separating explosively. It was Samsung's second major product recall in under 2 months. Dryer lint. Between 2014 and 2018, U.S. fire departments responded to an average of nearly 15,000 home structure fires per year involving clothes dryers. These fires killed an average of 13 people and injured 444 others annually, causing roughly $238 million in property damage. The leading cause, accounting for 34% of all dryer fires, was failure to clean. Not a defect, not a fault, accumulated lint. Lint collects in the exhaust vent, the duct behind the wall, the entire run of pipe from machine to exterior. This buildup restricts airflow, causes the dryer to overheat, and eventually ignites. The process is gradual enough that by the time a fire starts, no one is expecting it. Most dryer fires begin inside the wall, in the vent, completely out of sight. Only 37% of dryer owners clean their vent ducts annually. Around 17% have never cleaned them at all. The dryer is running right now in millions of homes, with vents packed with the compressed residue of thousands of loads, and almost no one is thinking about it. 15,000 fires a year, the most preventable appliance hazard in the average home, almost entirely ignored. Space heaters. Space heaters cause an estimated 1,700 home fires and 80 deaths per year in the United States, making them the leading cause of home heating fire deaths. Most fatal incidents share one factor. The heater was left unattended or placed too close to bedding, curtains, or clothing. Many fires start while occupants are asleep. A space heater placed against a curtain can ignite within minutes. A dryer vent packed with lint can smolder for months before it catches.